channel. I'm Renee with Renee's Creative Casa. I'm so excited you guys are joining me again for another video. Most of the materials that I do use today are from the Dollar Tree, so this is crafting on a budget. Without further ado, let's get this crafting party started. Okay guys, so for our first craft, I am going to be using these two foam cones that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, as well as several bags of their little pine cones. These are the cinnamon pine cones, so they really do smell good. They smell like cinnamon, but I picked up several bags because I didn't know exactly how many bags I was going to use. And I'm also going to be using my little finger cover thing that protects you when you're pressing down on the hot glue so that I don't burn my fingers. I'm also going to be using the foam scatter, as well as a couple of bundles of the nautical rope that I also picked up at the Dollar Tree. So for this first DIY, they are going to be all Dollar Tree supplies. So for the first little Christmas tree we're going to be making, I'm going to go ahead and cut open all of my little bags of pine cones, because I'm going to use the smallest ones on the top first, and then I'll use some of the bigger ones as I go further down. And I'm just going to start out by putting a little bead of hot glue around the top of this cone, and then I'm just going to start by putting the pine cones, attaching them on. I am attaching like the flat part towards the top, and then like the cone part facing down more. And you guys can see this is kind of a little bit frustrating to get it started, but once you get it started, it does move a little bit faster. I have seen this done before, and I've seen it done where people have used, like, they wrapped the cone, the styrofoam, in like a maybe like a wrapping paper or something first, and I think that would have helped hold the hot glue on better, because a lot of my little pine cones kept falling off. But once I got them all on, I was in love with it, so it turned out really great. You guys let me know what you think about it. Here is my little Christmas tree after I got all my pine cones on it, and then I'm just going to look through the foam scatter and decide what I'm going to use for the topper. I do decide to go with a gold star. You guys will see right here that I will kind of put that on there and show you what it looks like, but I am just going to hot glue it to the top. But first I'm going to spray paint it white and put some small pine cones on there around it to make it filled in. Really filled in around the top, and I'll show you guys what that looks like after I finish the other tree. So here's the other tree, and this one we are going to be using this nautical rope to go around the base of this cone. And I'm just going to start by putting a bead of hot glue on there, and then I'm just going to go around the cone, wrapping this nautical rope and hot gluing it every little bit so that I can make sure that this rope is secured on there pretty tight. And I'll just keep wrapping and hot gluing as I go up, and I'll work my way up to the top. Once I'm getting here to the end, I'm just going to secure the end down really well, and I'm just going to start with the next rope right there on top of it. I'm just going to put them as close together as I can and kind of make sure I hold that in place really good. And then once I get to the top, I'm just going to continue around the outside edge of that rope, even going up past where the actual cone is, to make sure that my rope is secured all the way around to the top. And then I'm just going to cut it off right there, and then I'm just going to tuck it down inside of the top of the cone and press it down really good and wait till that hot glue dries. And I'm going to use some of the black and white buffalo check plaid ribbon that I picked up from Walmart, and just make the little ribbon here on top. I'm just going to make like a little shoestring ribbon, and I'm going to secure it on there with hot glue. You guys can see right here, I'm going to show you how to make this little shoestring ribbon. You just tie it like if you're going to tie your shoe in a bow, and you just twist it around over your fingers and through the little hole, and then you work with the material until you get it the right length and the right distance on the top to make sure you have it the way you want it. And I wanted this to be a little bit smaller because it is going to go on the top of this tree, and this cone isn't very big, so I wanted it to kind of make sure it fit on the tree good. And then I'm just going to cut the material here, and I'm going to go ahead and dovetail my ends by cutting down on an angle, and then I'm going to attach that to the top of that tree using hot glue. Here are my two cute little trees, and here is adorable little Stella, always ready for the camera. I did go ahead and spray the one with the pine cones with chalk paint and hot glue the gold star on the top, and put the buffalo check ribbon on top of the one with the nautical ribbon, and they turned out super cute. For this next DIY, I'm going to be using a Dollar Tree wine glass and a Dollar Tree vase, and I'm just going to E6000 those together and let them sit overnight. And then I'm going to be taking this burlap ribbon and going around the base of the jar where the vase and the actual wine glass meet at, and I'm going to hot glue that into place. And then I'm going to be using this red bling wrap to glue around the middle of it. I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue on there and go around. I'm just going to try to stay right in the center of that burlap ribbon, and then hot glue it at the end and cut that off. And then I'm going to attach on there this little buffalo check ribbon that I have tied in a shoestring bow, and I'm just going to attach it there. I'm also going to be attaching some greenery as well as some little pine cones on there to really jazz this up. And once I get all that put together, I'm going to drop some Christmas ornaments in there and really make it look super cute. I did get 3 different size glasses of the wine glasses at Dollar Tree, so that once I attach them all and set them up all 3 beside each other, they will all 3 be different heights, so none of these are going to be the same height. I'm going to fill it up with some of these ornaments that I picked up at Michael's on my Black Friday haul. That will be in the description box above on the right, so if you want to see that, click on that. And I'm also going to be using some of these silver, green, and red ornaments that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to use these ornaments to fill the vases with, and I think they turned out really adorable. This was a super quick DIY. It took little to no time at all, and I think they turned out really, really cute. Let me know what you guys think below. For the next DIY, we're going to be using these 2 buffalo check fabrics that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I will link that above in the card if you want to click on that and check out that video. So I do have these 2 older Christmas trees that I've had. I think I got these at Family Dollar several years ago, and I think I paid $1 or $2 for them a piece. But I do want to recover them this year to match my theme, and I've had them such a long time and they've held up really well, but I just want to change them up and make them look a little bit different. I did see some similar to this at home when I did the shopping trip there, so I will link that above as well, so you guys can go and check out that video. And I'm just going to use these 2 older Christmas trees, and I'm going to cover them in this fabric. I'm just going to hot glue the fabric on there, and then once I finish that, I'm just going to attach the bottom by hot gluing it onto the inside of it, and then I'm just going to put some of this ribbon on there. This is the burlap ribbon that I picked up from the Walmart shopping trip that I did, and I'm just going to make this into a little shoestring bow. And you just do that by tying it like if you're going to tie your shoe, and then you just work with the material until you get it exactly how you want it, and then you just dovetail your ends and attach it to the top of the tree. I'm going to be doing the same thing with this bigger tree, except for I'm going to use the red and black buffalo check material, and I'm just going to hot glue it on there. And then once I get it hot glued on there, I'm just going to cut around the bottom and hot glue it onto the inside of the cone and attach some little goodies to the top of the tree, and they'll be finished. And here are my two little revamped Christmas trees. I'm super happy with the way that they turned out. I think they turned out really adorable, and of course they matched my Cozy Christmas themed holiday. They have the little burlap ribbon as well as some little holly and some little goodies at the top of them. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite DIY from today's video? I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you know, most of my Christmas crafting is on a budget, so I hope my videos encourage you to go out there and give crafting a try for yourself. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you will consider liking this video, as well as subscribing to my YouTube channel and turning on your post notifications so you never miss a video from me. This video will be linked to my Christmas on the Cheap playlist that will be in the description box down below. This is part of my Cozy Christmas themed holiday, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks again for watching.